What's up, guys? This is Jesse from Exaggeration Nation.
My ass is showing.
I'm not recording you.
Sorry.
Anyways, I'm making an actual YouTube video.
Oh, sorry. You might want to start over.
Nope, I'm going to keep this in. That's my friend Jay over there in the other bed. He's not in the same bed as me, as many of you might think. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a 5-minute rundown of Star Wars Episode 4. After I have had many alcoholic beverages tonight. Okay. So, starting off, Episode 4. There's lots of words flying through space. And then it cuts to spaceships. There's this one spaceship that looks like a hammerhead shark. And it's going through space. And it's got people in it, including a princess. And then there's this really, really big, long slice of pizza that's going right behind it. Now, a slice of pizza has a really big bad guy on it called Darth Vader. And Darth Vader, you don't find out until episode 5, is the father of a protagonist that you haven't met yet. His name's Luke. So, setting up this scene, they're chasing down some plans for this really, really big ball of unlimited power that can destroy planets and has lots of bad guys on it called the Death Star. Now, as they're about to be taken, this guy 3PO and his little roly friend R2-D2, they go down onto this desert planet. Now, they get down there. They're bought up by these little people. These little people called Jawas that make a lot of fun noises. You got anything to add over there? You okay?
No, I was.
Okay. You're fine.
I'm really sorry.
No, you're fine. You do your thing. If I missed anything, you can add into it. And I'm fine with that. Now, where was I? I don't want to start over. Okay, the Jawas. Now, the Jawas, they're fun. They all wear robes and stuff. It's really hot down there and stuff. And so Luke goes up. He purchases these droids because the droids kidnap these guys, which is really just what I like to call kidnapping. I call it surprise adoption. Now, they buy these surprise adopted people or droids from the Jawas. And he goes around and meets Obi-Wan Kenobi. And they fly up into space with Han Solo in a big, big, tall walking carpet called Chewbacca. This is after he shot Greedo in the cantina, by the way. Which, by the way, was bullcrap whenever they remade it. Because, okay, I'm not going to get into that. Anyways, that was a remastered thing. So they go up there. They have a lot of space battles. They end up talking about the Force and stuff, and they end up on the Death Star. Okay. Now, once they're on the Death Star, they realize there's a princess there because she got surprise adopted from the flying hammerhead shark that was going through space. I'm trying to think. Okay. Yeah. And they get into some stormtrooper outfits. And then they go and rescue the princess. But Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's a really cool guy, by the way. He realizes that big bad guy, Darth Vader, he's like, oh, I used to teach that guy back in the day. But now he's bad, so I think I can go beat him with my lightsaber. So they go off. You good over there?
Hello.
Cool. All right. He's over there. He's in another bed, by the way. He's not sleeping with me. He's not sleeping with me. He's sleeping away from me. Now, he runs off, and they get ready to get into a duel. But while that's going on, they go to rescue the princess. They end up in this pile of shit down in this garbage chute after the stormtroopers, constantly miss their pew pews, and the walls start closing in, which is terrible for claustrophobic people. I don't think any of them are claustrophobic because they had really strong resolve down there in that garbage chute. But they got out because 3PO actually, he was the savior of the day. He saved them. Okay? And they got out. Obi-Wan Kenobi, he deactivated the tractor beam. I don't know why I did that. No, that was what Dr. Evil called the laser, but I did that at the wrong time. So that was a missed movie reference by me. I'll acknowledge that. I'll accept it. Okay.
It happens.
It happens. It's one of those things.
It just happens.
Don't judge me by that, because I'm owning my mistakes. And owning mistakes is the measure of a real man, guys. Okay? So take that as a life lesson from your friend Jesse. Okay? Don't do drugs, kids. Now, what am I saying? Okay, he runs off and deactivates the tractor beam. And Luke and Leia and Han and Chewie, they're all running through. They run into some stormtroopers. And then they all run away. Luke and Leia run one way. They have to rope swing over a bridge. And then Chewie and Han, they run into a big pack of the stormtroopers. Han screams and jumps and shoots one of them in the chest. And then they run away again. But they got away. He's a fast runner, sprinter. And then Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, they find each other. And they fight. And Darth Vader uses the lightsaber that's usually used to slice through things like metal and steel and deflect lasers and everything. But he takes the lightsaber to the side of Obi-Wan and makes him disappear completely. That was crazy, but it happens, okay? Vaporized, if you will. And then he steps on his robe because he's a dick. That wasn't cool. All right? You leave a man's clothes alone once you make him vaporize. It's not cool. Maybe he bought that robe at Hollister. I don't know. I wasn't there, but maybe he did. Could have been expensive. All right? Now, later on they fly off the Star Wars, or the Death Star, that's what it's called. And after they fly off the Death Star, a couple TIE fighters, they chase him. Luke got cocky because he shot one down. But I think Han shot the other three. But they got away. There was a tracking beacon on board. What are they, amateurs? They had to have known that. But Leia did. They tracked him over to this other planet or moon. I can't remember. I just can't think. Okay. So they release what are called X-Wing fighters and Y-Wings, actually. Y-Wings, they were something. They were pretty cool. They get up to the Death Star. There's a lot of laser battles. And there's an exhaust thing because they're trying to explode the Death Star, make it explode. You still good? You enjoying the story? It's lulling you to sleep, right? It's like Daddy used to tell you stories. Okay, he's good. He's good. He's got his headphones in. I don't think he's really.
Loud and clear.
Oh, okay, good. Yep. I was wondering there. Okay, he's good. He's good, guys. Don't worry about him. He's good. He just farted on my video. Did you guys hear that? Ladies, I know that he's the moist maker, but that has to at least dry some people up. Okay. Oh, what I was telling you, there's a lot of laser battles up on the Death Star, And they're trying to explode the Death Star because it's bad. It's really bad. It's a bad thing. And Luke's like, I'm going to shoot at that hole this at the bottom of this big ditch. It's about the size of a womp rat. Now, if you guys don't know what a womp rat is, it's probably, I would say, the size of about a Great Dane, or maybe I don't know, maybe a Great Dane. I don't know, maybe a sheep, okay, or or a large goat of some sort. 2 meters. I don't know. 2 meters is something like 3, 4 feet, 5 feet. I don't know. Anyways, so there's laser battles, and he shoots it in there. He shoots proton torpedoes into this hole and gets them and explodes it. And then at the end, they're walking down this big temple. Now, Leia, by the way, Leia has been wearing the Cinnabon haircut, which is popular in the 70s, yet somehow in the future, but a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but in the future in the 70s. It has the buns. She switched it at that time and then went with braids that were all over she had the braids. Oh, she was still pretty the whole time, man. She was still gorgeous lady. But I got hungry watching her act, and be Princess Leia with her Cinnabon on her head. But anyway, she's walking down. I'm sorry, Luke and Han and Chewie. They're walking down the thing, the path, and there's all these other guys. They were probably important people at some time, but they didn't explode Death Stars. They turn and face them, and Luke and Han, they get some medals, but not Chewie. Not Chewie, because Leia may have been a racist. I don't know. They did hug at some point, so I don't think she was, but she didn't give Chewie a medal. I thought that was bullcrap. And so we do have to acknowledge that was bullcrap. And then there were more space words, which we call credits. So that's the story of Star Wars Episode 4. We'll do another one sometime. I hope you guys can play this for your kids if you want to put them to sleep to a soothing voice. I'm not quite like what Bob Ross is, but I'm soothing in a white trash Southern accent type thing. Okay, see y'all later.